So, if you live in Jacksonville or you're thinking about moving to the area, you may know that Jacksonville is probably not well known for its fine dining. But my wife and I are foodies. We love a good night out in the town with a nice dinner, a glass of wine. And so we had to discover over our years of living here which are our favorite places to dine out on date nights. So today I'm going to share with you our top 5 choices and maybe mention a few honorable mentions for casual dining so that you can see that we do indeed in this great big city have some really awesome places to dine out. So stick with me and let's get after it now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about Northeast Florida and the Jacksonville area, if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button and don't forget to tap the alerts bell so that you can be the first to know about what's going on in the area. Hi, my name is Greg and I'm your real estate professional. Whether you're thinking about selling your home or making a move to the area, it doesn't matter if it's 9 days, 90 days, or 180 days. Shoot me a text, shoot me an email, or give me a call. My information will be in the description below. So like I said today, I'm going to go ahead and go over some of our top picked restaurants here in the Jacksonville area. Again, full disclosure, we are not influenced or paid for any of these top choices. These are simply discoveries that my wife and I made as we moved to the area 5 years ago. With that being said, of course, if you don't agree with some of our picks, then go ahead and leave a comment below. And of course, if we forgot any, certainly go ahead and add those in the commentary below. So again, no particular order. This is our first discovery. Let's start with number 1. Okay, so number 1 is Restaurant Orsay. Now, when we moved to Jacksonville, we were renting originally in the Julington Creek Fruit Cove area down here in Northwest St. John's. Currently, we live in Nocatee, but at the time we were here in Julington Creek. So this restaurant we had heard about, and it wasn't too bad of a drive, but we did have to drive through Mandarin down 13 to the other side of the river in a little area called Avondale. Now, Avondale is a pretty cool place. And I certainly have enjoyed many times down in that area. There are lots of restaurants, lots of cute parks, older homes. And if you don't know about this place, it would be really hard to find it. So Restaurant Orsay is a French restaurant. They do have some fantastic dishes, and they have been there quite a long time. So it is not the most fancy curb appeal. It is next to a gym, and it's very inconspicuous, if you will. But the food, no doubt, is fantastic, as you can see at some of their tremendous dishes that they offer. I have a father who was born in Italy and grew up in France and was quite a cook himself, so I was certainly influenced by coming and checking out this French restaurant. The reviews on Google show that Orsay, out of 1,747 reviews, they have a 4.7. So I guess we're not completely off with this choice, but we certainly do enjoy the restaurant. So let's go ahead and take a look at Yelp. They have Orsay in the Avondale area ranked as number 5. In their reviews, out of 1,025, they also have 4.5 stars. So I think we're in good company as far as our choices for this restaurant. Again, typical French cuisine, steak and frites or fries, very yummy. I also had a fruit de mer, a pasta dish with seafood, very delightful. if you're into oysters, they have quite a raw bar here as we take a look at the menu. Lots of different options. And of course, if you're in a French restaurant, you have to have a good charcuterie plate. So if you want to just go with friends, it is a great place just to also have some side dishes and appetizers, and you would actually have enough to eat just from there. So Orsay is our number one choice. We have brought our children there. It is it's not a formal restaurant. I think it's kind of casual. Avondale in general is kind of casual. So we have brought our children there, and we're super surprised at the kids' meals. It's all fresh food. It's not just your standard pizza and chicken nuggets. So if you do want to bring your children, there is dining for children as well, and we were quite surprised at the different options for that. So yes, Orsay was our first discovery. Let's move on to number 2. Okay, so number 2 discovery for us was Restaurant Medure. Now, Restaurant Medure is located in the northeast section of St. Johns County in Ponte Vedra Beach. So we discovered this as our second restaurant go-to, and I think the reason we discovered it is we were looking for something a little more formal for date night and a little bit on the high-end side, and Restaurant Medure was recommended to us. And we've been there several times. We have not brought our children. We made it more of a special date night. It is in Ponte Vedra Beach, which is very exclusive, and the restaurant atmosphere is beautiful. I will say in the last couple of visits, we've been there multiple times over the years. In the last couple of visits, we thought it was okay. It wasn't as formal as it seemed before. They say online it is semi-formal, which we can see that it has become that way. It was very busy, and we thought the service wasn't as great as our initial first 2 experiences. Of course, it's a super popular restaurant. Restaurant Medure has a 4.6 ratings out of 407 reviews. It is, let's see what Yelp has here. 163 reviews, again, 4.5 stars. It's French cuisine. They are known for their fancy drinks, and they use local produce, and they make all their pasta by hand. Like I said, we've been there several times. Pretty good experience. I can't say I was dissatisfied. I will say it is a very popular, busy place. If you're looking to impress someone and you're into amber Kaluga caviar, then this is your place. But as you can see here, it has the escargot, the beef carpaccio, the artisan cheese plate, a lot of good dishes. And if you're certainly a foodie like us, it's definitely worth a try. I probably would recommend not going on your typical Friday or Saturday night. Pick an off night. I think you'll have a better experience based on my experiences of dining at Medure Restaurant. So, if you want to go to Ponte Vedra Beach, you want a night out, and you want to impress your significant other, Medure is certainly a treat. Okay, I'm not going to lie, this is getting rather difficult. I'm trying to put together a top 5 list of restaurants that we discovered that we love here in the Jacksonville area. And as I get down to number 3, it is tough making a decision on what to put next. But we're going to go ahead with a local favorite here in Jacksonville Beach. We actually didn't find out about it for quite a while. I don't know why. Maybe it's just one of those local spots and maybe they don't want you to know about. Who knows? But 11 South is a popular joint. It's right here inconspicuously in the commercial and residential sections of Jacksonville Beach. Again, very inconspicuous, but semi-formal. If you're looking for a date night, a great place to go. If you like people watching, certainly another good option. They do have valet as you park up front because there is not a lot of parking in that area. Again, semi-formal. I have brought my children and sat outside there, but it's more of a date night place. They have quite a bar scene on the Friday and Saturday night. I'm sure it's a pretty popular meetup spot for the Jax Beach folks and the Ponte Vedra folks, Neptune Beach, Atlantic Beach. But 11 South certainly doesn't disappoint. On the Google reviews, out of 602 reviews, they have a 4.7 rating. Really good food there. I've had some wonderful fishes. Also, if you're into steaks and lamb chops and all those wonderful things, as you can see here, they do a fantastic job for it. So, again, a great place to go out on a date night, celebrate with family and friends. It certainly is a treat. 11 South, surprisingly on Yelp, out of 325 reviews, only has 4 stars. I'm quite surprised. I've never really had a bad experience there. Most of the people that work there, the staff, I've noticed have been there for quite a while, or at least we just happen to have the servers that were serving us seem like real professionals and were on top of their game. So we've never had a bad experience there. Food is very good. Let's go ahead and take a look at their dinner menu. Lots of specials when we go there, the steaks and the fishes. But again, you have the burrata and shaved black truffle, something definitely to look into, the jumbo lump crab cake. A lot of really good dishes here, and definitely worth the visit. Was close to tying with one of our other favorites, but let's get on to number 4. All right, we are on number 4, and it is our 4th discovery here in the Jacksonville area, more so in St. Johns County in Ponte Vedra Beach. Valley Smoke Restaurant. I do find myself, as of lately, recommending to a lot of my clients from out of town that they visit Valley Smoke. We do live in the Nocatee area in Ponte Vedra, so Valley Smoke is conveniently located in Ponte Vedra Beach, along with some of the more exclusive areas along Roscoe Boulevard. It is located on the Intercoastal, so it can be quite a nice experience if you do want to dine on the water. Valley Smoke is a barbecue restaurant, but don't let that deter you. There are tons of wonderful dishes at Valley Smoke. As you can see, it is a very popular spot here with the Google reviews. It's got a 4.6 with 1,507 reviews. I don't know why it would have a 4.6. I've never had a bad experience there. It does get rather busy on your typical standard Friday, Saturday nights. They do have valet parking because, again, they have certainly a parking problem in that area. Valley Smoke, I used to go to school in Texas, so barbecue is pretty important to me. I have high standards, and I will tell you they have a fantastic marbly brisket. My wife, on the other hand, swears by it that is the best pork chop on the bone that she's ever had. I think it's an apple smoke, wood smoke barbecue chip, but Valley Smoke does a fantastic job. Let's see if we can get a gander at some of these dishes I'm talking about. Got some ribs, some sausage. Again, like I said, it's on the Intercoastal. If you get a view of the river, it is absolutely beautiful. Huge bar selection. If you're a bourbon whiskey drinker, it certainly is pretty impressive. I don't think these pictures do it any justice. The food is fantastic. That's why I recommend it as much as I do. The restaurant is large. And it's comfortable. As long as you can get there at the right time, you should enjoy your experience at Valley Smoke. Let's take a look at the Yelp review of Valley Smoke. As we can see here, Valley Smoke has 4.5 stars out of 508 reviews. Doesn't surprise me. Make sure you go there really hungry because you're going to leave there pretty full. let's take a gander at their menu. Ham and cheese croquets, fresh milled cornbread, butcher's block sampler, cocktail pimento cheese, fried oysters, the brisket poutine, all the smoked chickens and anything you would like barbecue. It is certainly a treat at Valley Smoke. I would certainly recommend you bring a heck of an appetite because you will not go hungry in this place. I almost feel rather gluttonous when I leave, but again, Valley Smoke, number 4 on my list, pretty close to being number 3, but we'll leave it at 4 for now, and let's head on to our number 5. All right, we finally made it to number 5, another difficult choice, but after talking about Valley Smoke, we're going to continue along the food that's prepared over a wood-burning fire, and that would be in the northwest section of St. Johns County here in the suburbs of Jacksonville. The restaurant is called Ember Iron. Now, Ember Iron haven't been around a long time. It's a fairly new restaurant, and I will say it is very much needed. It is along the 210 corridor here in St. Johns County, and with all the massive development going on, with all the huge master plan communities, including Silverleaf, Shearwater, Rivertown, Ember Iron is a fantastic location for all the residents in that area, also neighboring the Durbin neighborhoods, Julington Creek. Great option. We do make the drive from out east in Nocatee to Ember Iron for a treat every once in a while. Fantastic food. On the Google reviews, it has 593 reviews. It's got 4.4. On the, take a look at some of the dishes here. We've got, let's see, what do we have here? We have some really nice steak, fresh vegetables, more steak, more fish. Again, a very rich menu. We've got these pork chops. We've got steak again, fried oysters, a lot of very filling dishes, and again also a big selection for bourbons and whiskeys if that's your thing. The Ember Iron has 248 reviews on Yelp, only 4 stars. I guess Yelp is a tough one to please, but Ember Iron, let's take a look at their dinner menu. Lots of different specials, but again, fried pickles, one of our favorite simple appetizers, but very good. Smoked salmon dip, roasted oysters, the Mexican street grit, a lot of just really good specials that you just can't, well, we wouldn't really make at home. That's kind of why we go out, try something different. Crispy 5-spice pork belly. Really good dishes here, definitely worth it. They do also do a very good pork chop. If you like fish, again, on the wood fire stove, definitely better, different flavoring. Beef short rib, chimichurri steak. Again, like I said, that pork chop, very good, and the ribeye and fries. The chef is a previous chef at Medure and some of the other local restaurants in Ponte Vedra Beach. Chef Mike and his wife Brittany opened up the restaurant, and they are certainly working hard and doing a really great job with this restaurant here in St. Johns County. So that's it for our top 5 favorite date night places to go. Ember Iron is certainly a place you can bring your family. It's not a formal date night by any means, but it's a fantastic place to bring your family. Kids will eat well there as well. So with that being the top 5, those are the places we have frequented the most for date nights for my wife and I. Not to say there aren't a ton more restaurants that people could recommend or we would recommend. For that reason, I'm going to go ahead and mention a few honorable mentions. Okay, we've gotten through the 5 top restaurants that we discovered here in the Jacksonville area and the suburbs of Northeast Florida. We are on to the honorable mentions, which are quite casual restaurants that we frequent a lot of the time. We will include our family, of course. This one is very popular that we frequent a lot, even though prices have gone up, but it is quality food, and like everything else, you have to pay a little more with the inflation. But it's a casual restaurant in Ponte Vedra Beach. It's called Nona Blue Modern Tavern. It's kind of a spin-off of J.R. Alexander's and Houston's restaurants, if you've ever been to either one of those establishments. The food is fantastic, so you get what you pay for. I will say, if they have the sea bass special, my wife gets it every time. It is not cheap, but it is one of the most nicely prepared sea bass that we have in the area, so that is a definite popular dish for sure. Another honorable mention is the Flying Iguana Taqueria and Tequila Bar. That is in the Atlantic Neptune Beach area. It's in the popular downtown at Neptune Beach area near the beach. It's very casual, great margaritas and fantastic tacos. If you haven't been, it's just worth to visit that area and check out the Flying Iguana. We've frequented a lot of the restaurants there, and really, even though it's just Mexican, it is one of our favorites if we're going to go down there. Finally, if you're going to visit the area just south of Nocatee, in between Villano Beach, or in Villano Beach really, off the Barrier Island, you have Caps on the Water, which is a definite popular destination for tourists and locals. You can eat on the water. It is beautiful to take the family as well. There's a little beach and dock area where you can sit and wait for your name to be called for dinner, because it does get crowded. But Caps is definitely a visit if you're up here in Northeast Florida. As you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. The fish is really good. But I will make sure you check hours so that you don't go on the wrong day or wrong time, because I have done that on several occasions. So Caps on the Water and in the St. Augustine, Villano Beach area is definitely worth the drive. Finally, here in Nocatee, because we live in Nocatee, one of our other favorite Mexican restaurants to go to is Anejo Cocina Mexican restaurant. It has a new restaurant here in Nocatee, but there is also one in Ponte Vedra Beach where we originally discovered it. Fantastic margaritas, great tacos and burritos, authentic Mexican food, or at least as authentic as I know it to be, but definitely a family favorite. We can ride over on the golf cart. It's fantastic. There's outdoor seating and the service is amazing. Also in Nocatee, to give a tribute to my favorite neighborhood, because I am biased and I live here, the master plan community of Nocatee. Not a lot of people know about Treylor Park. It's got an odd name, I have to admit, but Treylor Park was originated in Savannah, Georgia, I believe, and they have one here in Nocatee. The nachos are insane, and if you like fish tacos, I have them almost every time. The kids order a quesadilla with mac and cheese in it. If you just get an idea how gluttonous that is, I won't lie, when they don't finish it, I do finish it myself, and I am absolutely disgusted with myself. But they make some really good drinks. I love the mule they serve there, and they serve a healthy portion. So we like the Treylor Park. It's also next to the link where the kids like to play out on the field there while we're sitting outside for a dinner. And again, it's very casual. It's here in Nocatee, and you can ride on your golf cart, so it's super cool. And again, since I'm in honorable mentions, I don't always have to mention all the favorite restaurants, but I have to give a shout out to Kookaburra Coffee Shop here in Nocatee. I know they're based out of St. Augustine. They're inconspicuously hidden behind the Publix grocery store and in the Flagler Medical Building. Kookaburra has definitely the best coffee. I mean, we have the standard Dunkin' Donuts and, of course, Starbucks, but I don't go to either one of those joints. I'd rather go to Kookaburra. So support local business. Their coffee by far is way better. And then they have these interesting little pies that they serve for breakfasts, and these little meat pies. And they have some amazing pastries. So again, very unique and wholesome. I love Kookaburra. I love the people that work there, and I certainly enjoy visiting it. So listen, I hope you enjoyed this. If you're thinking about moving the area, or you live here and you're looking for someone to represent you, a professional to help you sell your home, I hope to be your real estate resource of choice. Give me a call. Go ahead and send me a text message or an email. My information will be in the description below. Make sure you check out all my community overviews of master plan communities and my deal of the week. My channel has a lot to offer. Go ahead and check it out, and I'll see you on the next video.